I am not the best in social situations, but I would never do that. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I love my ponytail weave. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Serena and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. I know you guys know what this video is about today because you clicked on it, you know? You clicked on the title or the thumbnail and it brought you here. So here we are. I want to make a video where I talk about every single time that a boy has said something mean to me and I took it to heart. If you have to, you know, get your feelings hurt, you may as well speak about it in a YouTube video later and like get something out of it, you know? I am such a meticulous journaler slash person who writes in her diary every single day. So through middle school, high school, now, if a boy has ever said something mean to me, girl, you bet it is in my diary. And I wrote it down. I wrote down the details. So we're going to not just be pulling from my memory, but we're going to be literally pulling from my diary. I literally reread some parts of my diary last night in preparation for this video and wrote down some things. Basically, I'm just going to be telling miniature little stories, all of them that have to do with a male of some sort saying something mean to me. So yeah, let's just get right into this. Boys just say the meanest things and they don't even care. They don't even care that it hurts your feelings. I feel like that is how a lot of females and males are different. I feel like most girls, when they say something mean, it's like something like it's for a reason, like they're in an argument or they're just being petty or like whatever. But boys, they just say the meanest things sometimes, and a lot of the time it's like for no reason. Like, I don't want anyone to take this video to heart. Like, if some of the things I say, if it seems like I'm upset about them, I'm not. All of these things have happened like a while ago. Like, I'm not mad about them. I'm not here to like throw shade at anyone or make anyone feel bad. This is literally for entertainment. I posted this picture and I can like put it up over here so that you guys can see it. Basically, it's a picture of me running in a cross-country race. A few days later, I went to my government class, whatever that class is that you have to take when you're a senior. And there was a guy in that class who was for some reason scrolling through my Instagram and looking at it, and he literally brings up this picture in front of me and says, "Your face looks chubby in this picture." I literally went, "Yeah, I know, my face is chubby in every picture." And he literally like felt so bad after I said that. He's like, "No, like your face doesn't normally look chubby like it just did in this picture." I don't know, I just thought that one was funny because that was like one of the only times that a boy has said something mean to me and actually seemed like he felt bad about it, you know? I had a guy one time, and I wish I had the receipts for this because this was freaking wild. I need to make like a separate video about this guy, just all on his own, like every single thing that I went through with this guy, because he's just like one of those guys, you know, you met in middle school. He was a little damaged, you know, a little bit of a bad boy, and for some reason, for like a minute there, you thought he was cute or you were interested, and then when you fall out of interest the next day, they act crazy. And this was one of those instances. This guy, he was so crazy, okay? Like, he liked me, thought I was cute, whatever, hit me up in the DMs on MySpace. This was the MySpace days, guys. I think I was like in the 8th grade. Why was I talking to boys in the 8th grade? I don't know. So basically, this guy just told me that he wanted to date me, he liked me, whatever. He was like obsessed with me. He got my number off MySpace, texted me like 24/7, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he starts dating his ex-girlfriend. Like, he just, like, without telling me, like, hey, like, I guess you probably wouldn't tell the girl you're talking to that you're dating someone else, but he just randomly starts dating his ex-girlfriend. And then came the posts about her. "I would move mountains for you. Heaven is a place on earth and it's in your arms." He was the angsty bad boy, okay? So like, I didn't mind because I didn't really like him. I was kind of like getting annoyed with him and I thought he was kind of whatever. But then when he breaks up with her, he comes back to me thinking I'm just gonna be like, oh yes, let's pick up right where we left off, like there wasn't some kind of sketchiness going on in between. Yeah, I wasn't interested in him after that, and he called me a whore, he called me a slut, which is so weird because at this point I hadn't even kissed a boy, so like, I feel like boys just throw out mean names when they're rejected, and when boys come from a place of rejection, it's always the worst. It's always the meanest names. He told me that like no guy was ever gonna love me because I was crazy, and he told his like sister to come to my house and beat me up, and then I was getting text messages from her like trying to schedule a time when she could come over and beat me up. Yeah, that was not good. But that was so mean because I feel like he just threw out every name in the book just because I didn't like him after he like didn't really hurt me, because I didn't really like him when he did this, but it's like if you did that to anyone else and they actually liked you, you would really hurt their feelings if you started dating your ex-girlfriend out of the blue. I don't know. I'm not here to like tell you how to live your life, but this next guy, I was a freshman, this boy was a senior. I want to make a whole video on this guy because he was just into some weird stuff, like religiously speaking. And I'm not here to bash anyone's religion. I'm just gonna say he was a weird dude, and he was very into like, I don't even want to get into it. Well, we can just like save a whole video for him. He basically was talking about this ideal in some kind of religion. I don't even really know what religion it is. You know, it's the people who believe in like, really believe, like are obsessed with like the Antichrist and the 666, and I don't remember what religion he said, but he always was like sending videos to me of this preacher that believed in this. He told me that in this religion that he is studying or exploring or whatever he was doing, it basically says that all Catholics are going to hell. And so he told me that all Catholics were going to hell, and I was a practicing Catholic at the time he said this. So it was very like, that's probably the meanest thing you could say to someone, is that they're going to hell. In his defense though, he didn't actually know that I was Catholic. I feel like it was just one of those moments where he didn't know enough about me to be throwing his weird views on me yet. We weren't that close yet. But yeah, why I didn't stop talking to him immediately, I don't know, because then we became friends and then we quickly fell out of friendship and it was really bad. I should have seen the red flags, you know. He said I was going to hell. One time this guy told me that I was pretty for a freshman. Which like, I don't know if people just don't know this, but that's like not a compliment. Like that's like saying, you know, to normal standards of pretty, you're not pretty. But if it's like freshman girl standards in high school, by those standards, you're pretty. So my boyfriend, the only other boyfriend I've ever had besides Hunter, I need to do like a whole video on him too. I'm like writing down like all these names of all these boys that did some sketchy stuff, because I can't even explain to you them all in just this video. Like it would take time. But this boy, he was something else. Basically, he cheated on me because he asked other girls for naked pictures. And this was like before Snapchat. This was when like naked pictures wasn't just thrown around willy-nilly like they are now. Like, which like, wasn't really that bad actually, because now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure we had like, we're taking a break and we were like going to get back together, but like I don't think we were actually technically dating. We were 15. Wasn't that he asked girls for naked pictures, because that's not what he said to me, but what he said to me in explaining why he asked the girls for naked pictures, he told me it was because they had better bodies than I do and they might actually do stuff with him. And I'm pretty sure that I was like traumatized at the time. I was like, oh my gosh, my body's not good enough for him. But then I was like, oh wait, I don't want to do anything with you. So I didn't really care. I feel like I just laugh about some of these things, and that was pretty dark. Wow. Don't ever tell a girl that's why you asked other girls for naked pictures. Just like let it be anything else but that. Oh my gosh. A guy who was dating one of my really close friends, they dated for like a couple years. This was like early high school, middle school they dated. And basically when they broke up, he hit me up. I almost said hit me up in the DMs. DMs was not a thing. He texted me and was like, liked me, but I thought he just wanted to be friends. I wasn't really interested. It was kind of that weird like. And then one day out of the blue, he just says to me, you are like so perfect in every way. You're so funny, you're so sweet, you're beautiful, but you won't do anything with me, so like we can't be together. I feel like I see a pattern here. Boys want things from you, and then when they don't get it from you, then they feel like they can be mean to you. Unwarranted. I didn't do anything to this person. I didn't even like him. I wrote that in my diary and it was hilarious. We should read my diary in a video someday. This one guy, he's like best friends / in love with my sister. Me and this dude were at a party. There was like me, him, a bunch of people that we know, and then there was like 2 girls that he had brought to the party with him that nobody knew. So he's introducing these girls to this whole group of people, this whole group of girls that I was standing with. Literally, it's like me and this group of people, him and the girls, like they're literally like, we're intermingling, you know? He goes around the whole entire group of girls. He's like, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. Looks me dead in the face, skips over me, and goes, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. That hurt my feelings. I feel like I am not the best in social situations, but I would never do that. There was a guy that I was kind of talking to right before I dated Hunter, and when I started dating Hunter, he basically told me that I am a crazy psychopath and I'm never gonna get respect from a man because they're just gonna feel like they can use me and do whatever they want to me because I'm crazy, and he was the only guy that was ever going to respect me, and I let him go. And I was like, you're darn right I let you go. What the heck is your problem? My best friend was dating this guy at one point, and he was hanging out with his friend. We can call him Cameron, because that's his real name. He wanted to hang out with my friend, but he was with his friend. So they concocted this idea that like they were gonna go out together and she was gonna bring me so that like we could kind of go on a double date, but like I didn't know this guy, he didn't know me, we didn't like each other, we didn't know each other, but like they basically made us go on a double date just so they could go on a date, right? I didn't really mind because like I wasn't really going into this expecting this to be a double date. I just thought it was gonna be like a 4-person type of hangout, you know? I didn't know that like this person was looking at me as a potential like person he wanted to talk to, like girlfriend. I didn't know that I was supposed to be looking at him in that way. Like I didn't know that that was the dynamic. Feel like a friend should have had my back. I went into this double date thinking that it was just us all hanging out. Like I didn't think there was anything supposed to be going on between me and Cameron. Halfway through this date, and oh, I gotta tell like a backstory that goes with this story. So my brother has a best friend who I had a crush on like my whole entire childhood. I thought he was so cute, I thought he was so nice. And this friend of my brother's randomly out of the blue just DMs me it's not DM, messages me on Facebook just like randomly about like random stuff. And when I saw that it was him, I was like, oh my goodness. I gotta text him back. And so I was doing that when we were on a date, and I feel like I was more interested in my conversation on my phone than I was the conversation in real life, because this guy was not cute. First of all, I wasn't attracted to him, so it wasn't like I wanted to really be flirting with him. And I felt like if I were to be flirting with him or talking to him or whatever, he might get the wrong idea. I just didn't want to lead anyone on. I didn't want anyone to think anything was anything that it wasn't. So, I mean, I guess like maybe I was kind of being rude because I was kind of like having a conversation on my phone while I was also having a conversation in real life, but it wasn't like it was just me and him one-on-one. Like, we were all kind of talking as a group, and like everybody was on their phone. But anyway, your homeboy Cameron told my best friend that I had no personality and I was boring, and he can't believe that she would think that he would like me. I don't even know this person's last name. I don't even know like where this person came from. I didn't know anything about him. Maybe I should have listened to him while he was talking. Since I have no personality, I just can't. I'm sorry. I feel like for the state of my mental health, we should call it a day. While I was thinking about some stories to throw in this video, I also was thinking about all the dumb like lies that boys have told me. So if you guys like this, I can do another part to this video, and it can be, you know, the dumbest lies or the meanest lies that boys have told me, because I have plenty of those. Also, if you stayed until the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that if you're a boy and you're watching this, that you're a lot nicer to women than the boys in this video. And if you're a girl, like, just know your value, your worth has nothing to do with what boys think of you or what boys say to you, whatever. Boys think they run the world. They don't, okay? Who run the world? Girls, okay? So, except who run the world? Girls and nice boys, okay? Like, that's it. Everybody else is canceled. But if you really did stay until the end of this video, like, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys sometime soon with another one. Bye!